Hi Capricorn, it's Jerry. So I'm here with a monthly reading that I'm calling the Twin Flame reading, and it'll be sign to sign. So we're doing Capricorns. Here's the cards that represent the Divine Masculine, and here for the Divine Feminine. There is a general reading out for the month of July that you might like to take a look at, and there's other readings in a playlist for June and May if you're curious to see if any of those resonates with what already happened. It might be interesting to look at. So yeah, I'm going to do a comparison here using this chart, this spread that's in my deck here, in my booklet, the Enchanted Romance Tarot booklet. And I have the Twin Flame spread, so matching up his feelings with her feelings, his thoughts with her thoughts, his hopes with her hopes, his actions with her actions, back and forth like that. On this side, I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot, and here we're using, for the feminines, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So that's another thing I've kind of been liking to do, is matching up the tarots that are similar but yet different for the twins. Or not necessarily, like put yourself where you see yourself. Divine Masculine, Masculine Feminine, Male Female, Querent or Cross Watcher, whatever you feel drawn to. First, we're going to start off with the Romance Angels to get kind of a general reading for the Divine Masculine for the month of July. The general message, what's the general vibe for the month of July? All right, we got children going on over here. Your love life is being affected by children. So either you have children, your Divine Feminine has children, or the Divine Masculine has children, the Divine Feminine has children, or there is this sense of looking at the world in wonder, playfulness, as children do, something like that. So it's a kind of watching children at play too. Maybe that's part of trying to find fun in things, starting new things, innocence, all of those things that children represent. Pets too could be coming out a lot too, because they have the little baby and the pets that kind of looks like me holding my kitty. All right, so let's see for the Divine Feminine, Capricorn, in the month of July. What's the general message here for her? Divine Feminine. Ooh, we got a psychic connection going on for Capricorn. Your communication goes beyond mere words. Okay. There we go. So now let's start to see what the feelings are for either side. What are the Divine Masculine's feelings towards his Divine Feminine in the month of July? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or any other placement you want to look at. Could be Capricorn and Venus, like me. Or Venus and Capricorn. All right, let's see. What are the Divine Masculine? What is the Divine Masculine feeling towards his Divine Feminine in the month of July? What is the Divine Masculine feeling? What is the Divine Masculine feeling towards? Okay. Ooh, very nice. Feeling like beginning a journey. So this, for some of you, could be the beginning of the Twin Flame journey. Beginnings here. And with the children, that also represents beginnings and innocence. Like just having a fresh start to things. And seeing life as an adventure and new and fun and fresh. And here we have the doggies again. So I see pets and children and newness and freshness and innocence, and maybe the Divine Masculine sees his feminine as somebody who is sweet and innocent, like animals and children, that kind of No, not uncorrupted by the world around us, something like that. So let's see what the divine feminine is feeling towards the divine masculine in the month of July. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Let's see. All right, we have, well, the Seven of Swords. So she's feeling like sneaking away. Like maybe she can't do it in the obvious. Like maybe for some reason she's psychically connected to her divine masculine, but physically maybe they haven't met yet, or there's some limitations. And the only way she can get around these limitations is to be sneaky. Like it doesn't necessarily mean deceptive. She could be thinking that maybe that she can't trust her. Like there are periods where we psychically connect with our person, and then suddenly the doubts creep in and we feel like we can't trust those messages, that we're deceiving ourselves. So there could be a feeling of that. But I feel more like, I always see the Seven of Swords as somebody trying to get away with something, like trying to escape or trying to leave somewhere with the goods, you know, like a rob or a thief. But the more important thing to me is the getting away part, not so much the swords themselves. It's like getting away so nobody can see what he's doing. So maybe she's trying to, there's certain things that she's hiding from the people around her that are close to her, closely connected to her, and she wants to like get away or do something. And honestly, twin flame relationship is one that really should be held close to the heart. It's not that you're supposed to deceive anyone about the twin flame relationship, but you definitely should not talk overly much about it and brag about it, or even, you know, just don't really like discuss it too much, especially with people who are not like within this community and don't understand, right? It's a very delicate relationship that can get easily attacked, and then when those attacks happen, then a lot of negativity can be put on the delicate nature of the relationship. So it's best to keep it close to heart. And I think, you know, even though Seven of Swords is not necessarily a good card, I think in this case it might be the best thing to just keep it close. Don't deceive, like outright deceive others, but definitely keep it close. So that's good. All right, so let's see, what are the thoughts of the divine masculine towards his divine feminine in the month of July. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. What are his thoughts? Ooh, he's thinking renewal. This is a lot of beginning and starting and fresh and clean and very nice. So renewal and this hope and energy and this, and just this kind of like brightness and lightness and enjoying the world. There's optimism here. There's far-sightedness, beauty and grace and gentleness and ideas and directions. And I feel like, yeah, so he definitely, the divine masculine here, is seeing the feminine as beautiful. Beautiful, bright, innocent, like a child, sweet, kind, very nice, very sweet. Okay. So let's see what the divine feminine is thinking about her divine masculine in the month of July. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. What is she thinking? Let's see. Let's try this again. A lot of cards came out. Okay, I just want one. Let's just get one main idea. What is she thinking? Okay, well, maybe she's thinking is that he's famous or beloved, or he's getting a lot of attention. She's thinking maybe she's the one that's famous. You know, there could be some things hidden because of the notoriety and the fame that somebody possesses over here on the Capricorn side. It could be because they might be judged unfairly because of their fame. And sometimes, of course, a person is judged unfairly because they're not famous, right? Same thing. So, and other people will judge, will judge the relationship, because if you are in a twin flame relationship with a famous person, people are always going to judge you. Right off the bat, they're going to say, oh, you're never going to get with him because he's famous, and famous people wouldn't be with anybody that doesn't have, that's like the first thing that they say. And they don't even have to say that. You already have that ingrained in your brain. It's like something that you didn't even have to work on. It already negatively defaulted somewhere in your subconscious. And so that's why it's difficult for you to even get to the concept. But don't let that get to you. And I recommend checking out Magnetize Yourself. She has a really good video about famous twin flame couples, and she's one herself. So she found, but her partner is also famous. So it's a little bit easier when you're on equal footing with your person. But like Keanu Reeves found a beautiful woman who is not a famous person, and they seem to be doing fine. So it can happen, right? It can happen. And there's a really nice story. Back in the day, I was kind of crazy for John Travolta, and I saw some kind of interview with him, and his lady, Kelly Preston, is John Travolta's wife, and she passed away last year, sadly, of cancer, I think. So rest in peace, Kelly Preston. I really always liked her too. Just very sad when people die, that you just, like Heath Ledger, just certain young actors who just feel like they should have a long, beautiful career. But anyway, Kelly Preston, I think she was on Oprah, and she was talking about her crush when she was a kid on John Travolta, and she had his poster plastered all over her walls and stuff, and she said, one day I'm gonna marry that man, and everybody pretty much laughed at her. And then she became an actress and got some fame, and she got very popular, and and they did have a chance to meet each other and hang out, but he was already married. And so she went on with her life, and she married herself. Then after much time passed, they both finally divorced their spouses, and they married each other. And so she did finally marry her John Travolta, and she did finally get with her spouse, even if it took a while. Like a lot of you guys that are just barely starting out in your 20s or whatever, sometimes it may take a little while, so you have to kind of have patience with this process. Those of you in your 30s, you feel like this is the time where I'm supposed to get married and have kids and do all these steps, boom, 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 right? Well, twin flame relationships not about those kinds of steps, not necessarily. It can be, but not necessarily. And then there's people who don't meet, like my mom and her twin flame met when she was in her 70s, and he was in his she was 70 and he was 75 when they met. And he didn't, he passed away too of cancer, of course, terrible disease. And so sometimes these things do come up in a weird moment. Well, I don't know why I mentioned that, but I just saying, sometimes, that those of you who are just trying to help encourage people who are in a twin flame relationship with the famous person, that nothing is impossible, right? Love is love is love. Same as the LGBTQ community and anybody else that feels persecuted for any wrong reason, that they love a particular person that they love, and that they're the twin flame, right? All right, let's go back now to Capricorn and the Divine Masculine. What are the Divine Masculine's hopes in the relationship, but towards his Divine Feminine in the month of July? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus like me. What are the Divine Masculine's hopes? Well, we've got the Nine of Pentacles keeps coming out. This, you know what I love about this? This is just all beautiful woman here. This is the Divine Masculine is blown away by her amazement. He sees her as single, independent, bountiful, abundant, all of those things. He sees her as balanced. His hopes are that their connection is blessed, and that they are a beautiful blend. Look at all this water blending. It's like this is not like cups. This is water activity in the major arcana. So this is like the angels and outside forces pouring so much love into the relationship. Love that you have yourself for yourself. And so universe is meeting that love with a bunch. I mean, the universe loves you no matter what. The conscious universe is right there for you, always there. But this is so obvious. It's kind of like the feminine, this masculine's twin flame like glows like an angel. She could be, maybe she's still not on earth yet, maybe she's an angel, but she glows with a beauty that's, you know, just unsurpassing. All right, let's see now, what are the hopes for the divine feminine, sun, moon, rising, Capricorn, in the month of July? What are her hopes? All right, we have the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands represents the wounded warrior and taking a break. It's like, oh, okay, I've been through a lot. I've been punished and tortured and put down, and I just don't want to do this I just going to take a break here. And the hope is that, you know, that they will be able to heal and move on. But it's been quite a journey so far. You know, it's that feeling of needing to take a breath. So it's important, if you feel like you need to take a breath, to take a breath, you know. Sometimes even in the twin flame journey, you need to like sometimes pull away or take a breath or take a look at things, and find that inner strength to face the next step, you know. But this person's position is secure, and the only thing that's keeping the person from happiness is their own self-doubt. Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening with this relationship with the famous person, is the self-doubt might creep in. But hanging in there, you're doing a great job. Okay, so let's see now what the divine masculines let's see what the divine masculines okay, let's see what the divine masculines actions are towards the divine feminine. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, oh, and the Magician. The Magician is really good. It's like it is manifesting miracles, and you know, fortune favors the bold. This is a person who really is connected with spirit and all their personal power. Very beautiful outcome. So a vision of personal power is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's see what the divine feminine's actions will be towards the divine masculine in the month of July, Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Wow, very nice. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, like this willingness to, yeah, the action is to be there, be committed, this willingness to work towards that legacy, the happily ever after, the end game. Oh yeah, the end game. I don't know what I should title this, end game or right. Well, I'll just keep that in mind. Anyway, so let's take a look at the chimes here. What's going on for these guys? Alrighty. So we have Y, could be somebody's name, initial, Why also makes me think of the question why. Ask yourself why, and you have choices, and so go with the why of what you're doing, you know. Why do you think that way? Why do you act that way? You know, like dig deep. Also could be about crossroads and direction. You have Mr. Spock, so it could be somebody here that's kind of nerdy on the outside, but actually quite cool and fun and interesting underneath the nerdy exterior. And not that a nerdy exterior is bad, because I kind of think nerdy's out exterior is cute. And then we have the fairy and the moon, like that psychic connection here, very strong psychic connection. We have the this is the I got your back symbol to me. It could also represent like a ride, or you know, motorcycle, or jumping, hang gliding, or something like that. But this is like, could also represent parents and who are taking care of someone or something smaller or more fragile than them. You know, the carry me home, the I got you, you know, you're safe with me. Got the letter T. We have hope and love and sure, pentacles, security. The bunny rabbit, which is you know, fun times in the sack, like a sexual energy. You have San Juan, I think of Puerto Rico, and then we have the moon, more psychic, intuitive qualities here. Dream world coming alive, dreams coming true. We have the holy grail of love, like this is the all, you know, like having it all in the emotionally and secure love department. And then the turtle, the sea turtle, that's coming in and out of the tides, and the moon directing the tides. So you know, whenever you're doing your manifesting, your magician work, do pay attention to moon cycles. It could definitely be an extra guide and boost to whatever you're trying to manifest into your world. And yeah, so that's real important here, and it's all about cycles. So guys, I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Check out my description box for all my links and where you can find me and help support this channel. And speaking of support, how about giving big hugs to my members and my subscribers? Thank you so much for your support. If you're new to the channel, please become a subscriber. We'd love to have you as part of this community. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you'd like to come out and visit me live tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll be doing real discount super chat readings, so you might like to try that. All right, I'll see you guys later. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.